morning, good evening, good afternoon, lads, ladies, pirates, players, real people behind profile stats. Let today be the day that I give away as a gift for those that be worthy and more gadabadoofed. Basically, I'm going to explain to you how to get the highest PR in the world. There's a few strategies that are being played at the moment, but there are other strategies that are far more important, and most importantly is the truth. Now I found Speedglass, that's Mr. Speedglass to you. He said it straight. That's what I love about that person, that player, that real person behind the profile stat. It doesn't matter whether you can't hate him, to be honest with you. Yeah, but he's straight to the point. He tells it how it is, and I understood and I realized that yes, that is the good word. Good Paris Lantern, Mr. Speedglass. That's Mr. Speedglass to you. Yeah, so the way you do it is you need to synchronize with your thinking across gameplay with players from different guilds. They don't have to be different from alliance guilds. It can be an alliance guild but be a separate guild with itself. It could be friends, family, players that understand one another's, that support one another's, that gift one another's a PR bump, a push, an easy win, however it be. You can call it cheat, whatever you want, but it's, to me, is the way the evolving thinking, practicing player, pirate, real person behind the profile stats plays the game. You play the game accordingly to the way that you feel is best for you. Yeah, Vortex, shout out to you, Sunshines. Love that 1.475682 million that you scored in the past. You're a legend, always. Yeah, so as I was saying, there's many legends in the game. Players like Jackie that have surpassed, coming to close to 500,000 troops donated. And the Captain C, big Captain Russian Captain C, being the player that's got the highest amount of outfits. Whether it be guilds that have got the highest victories, whether it be guilds that have held on to just a thread and now are sailing high like the Red Flag Fleet. And ultimately is the legacy that we left behind, the support for one another's, allowing newer players to come into the game, opening the doors, lowering our wings of mercy towards the weaker players to help them to grow, to be supporting, become pillars of the game. Yeah, the way that you do it is you synchronize your thinking and support across the gameplay for one another's. You use your own accounts. You have more than one account. Yes, Gunky, in the past, I've said to you that I was going to go for the leaderboards and the highest PR, but to be honest, I've got my account in the same guild, and there's ways that I can move my account around the other account and support a little push for myself. But it's better when you've got 10, 20, 30 players, people that are all thinking the same. Sometimes it's okay to gift a victory or a loss. There's many ways, but I feel that I found. Remember, I told you a long time ago, I was part of the Lanterns. I was a quartermaster. I was a quality monkey. That's what I was. Yeah, Powder Monkeys rule now and always and forevers. Yeah, I was a quality monkey. So I was around players. I was around a player that had 1500. Yeah, 1,500 PR, max PR a player can have in this game. I played around those players, so I saw what they were doing. But most importantly, I realized later as I kept, you can call it hop, skip, jump, whatever the mushrooms you want, it's all good with me. It's so good, always all good. I kind of figured and configured. When you see like two of certain specific accounts going up at the same time, there's a good unit of support for one another's. But it's absolutely amazing to have seen the max pirate level being achieved by any player. And I don't think we can neglect the visualizations of any type of betterment that there is in gameplay that is achieved through any player. Yet to get the highest PR, you have to gem the monkeys. You can't do it without the help and support of other players, people, friends, family, across gameplay. You can't do it on your own. But if you do achieve it on your own, and that's an accomplishment within itself. But there's a lot of planning that goes into it. There's a lot of thinking that goes behind it. There's a lot of sacrifices that goes into it. And you can get the assist of the purchase of a shield for a week. One of the tips is to use that shield over the period of the Thunderstruck, because Thunderstruck, everything gets destruct. I'm telling you, everything gets mushroomed. And that's when you're going to need that shield the most, the weekly one. But there's a rotation system, so you have to start with the 24-hour one, because that takes about, I think, 2, 3, 4 days to go off the cooldown. And then if you buy the second one, like the one that gives you for 2 days, and then because that takes about 8 days to come off, and then you take the one that has for the week. But if you purchase all 3 of them, synchronized straight away, one after the others, then some of them are coming off the cooldown before the third shield ends. So you've got like 8, 7, 8, 9, 10 days worth of shield if you buy all 3. And then the first shield comes off in 8 days or 4 days, so you can purchase that one straight away after 4 days. So that gives you 11 days. Next one comes off in 8 days, so that's 2 days more. So you kind of like gaining on top. So you got like 13 days, and then the third one's coming off at a later point. So you kind of keep that rotation of. But the thing is, it's like the ability that you get with the Priestess and you get with Annabelle. When you use those abilities, when they start to overlap one another's, then the effect comes off of one, and then the other one continues. You see, it overlaps. So there's an algorithm dynamic behind the purchase of shields, but it helps if you've got like a 1-star, maybe a shield to start with. But if you've got like when you get 40% hit and then you get like a 2-hour shield or whatever, every hour, every minute helps. So it's all about the other players that are playing the game that are against you to figure and configure. So whenever you see some certain players that are always online 24/7, whatever assist they're using, whatever they're playing, whatever they're doing, end of the day, some things that Midoki does with the maintenance every morning, like 4, 5, 6 o'clock, whatever international time it is, Midoki calls that maintenance, that disrupts a lot of the assists. And that's when you see some players are playing the shields. I've seen it when they put their pirate hole outside of the walls. You could call my gameplay any level you want, high level, low level, whatever level you want it to be. It's all good, because I don't really want to be feeding off the hate anymore. It's all about the betterment in gameplay. We've been past all the whatever, we've been past all the difficult, bumpy ride, uphill struggle. Now it's all about downhill, sailing it down, Yeah, in your pajamas and that, with your left, right, flip-flop with the correct feet. That's the one. Yeah, so basically there's ways of going up with your pyro rank. My gameplay is more about completing the outfits first, and then I'm gonna go all out. I'm coming for everyone. Yeah, it's gonna happen. That's what I'm saying. While everyone else is going for leaderboards and whatever, I'd like to know who's got the highest amount of outfits. But then second of all, I'd like to know who's got the most outfits at level 10s, because that's another ball game. You could have every single outfit in the game, but it's all about having the higher levels. I think I had about 47 out of 120. I think I got 111 out of 120 or something like that, 102. Whatever the mushroom is, we'll find another time, because I was across the waves, across the sea, so I couldn't really get to the point where, I could check it all up once more time to recap. Because I've been streaking. This is my third streak of the week. Yeah. When I say week, I don't mean weakness. I mean the week, meaning WEEK. Whiskey Echo Echo. Kilo. That's the one. Yeah, I got 2 gems on my name. Now I got 0. I got 0 gems. That's what no one knows. No one wants to know me, because I got 0 gems. Is so good. It's so good. What's all this about? What's going on here? Potage, patiste. There's no leisure prior protection. What's going on, CB? What's going on, CB? I know who you are. Yeah, it's a knowledge of the game. Yeah, friends, family, cross gameplay. Yeah, it's a barefoot army. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, how do I know? See, that's what I'm talking about. What the name is that? It's so good. You carry on. You do what you do best. El Gringo. Hey, what's going down? I like that. A Lenin. That sounds like a president. A name of a president. We're international. We keep respect and honor for all those. That be worthy. Good. I play my own game. I enjoy the monkeys. Oh my word, I want to get fish and chips. So what kind of videos is this? Yeah, the A got me. I got mushroomed. I got no gems. What to do? It got me in the fish and chips. Yeah, it's a fail, but it's okay. I don't mind the wait at 0 gems. You can see my struggles in gameplay. Have to keep patient for those that be worthy who I play for. So what I do is, when I mess up, which does happen often, I go back to Qingxi, because I've only got 3 stamina left with Black Bart. Can you see that one there? So I need to save that, so I keep Qingxi on for now. And then I continue playing with Million One's account, which is Fizzy Pop. This is what you do, this is how you do it. When you mess up, messing up is part of the game. That's what this video is all about. Yeah, it wasn't planned this way, but who puts videos like this out for those that be worthy to watch? Yeah, I've given you my strategy in streaking. I've been, whether it's 10 videos, 100 videos, or even now 1,000 videos. I've given you my everything. There's a lot more that can happen. Yeah, I can visualize something for you all, and this will be a massive Easter egg, because it's something I've been holding on to. Alright, you want it? Oh, I'm going to gift it to you right now. The guild ship. The guild ship. Experiment different levels of troops on the guild ship. Whether they be witch doctors, whether they be priestesses. You can't get aeronauts, but you can only get 8 sky raiders. So get 5 and 5. 5 from different person, 5 from different person. Play with the configurations and watch what you can achieve and find. The guild ship is the key. Why do I say to all players, real people behind the profile stats when they first join the game, don't remove your rocky outcrops. They are like a flagpole. They kind of like can mess about with the figure and configuration of Sky Raiders. There's a lot more to investigate upon that. I'm just trying to get all the outfits at max level with this account, so then I can play with the Fizzy Pop account with the rocky outcrops. I can try to figure and configure certain specific ways, and I can share those kind of replays and show you what the level of a gameplay can be if only you had made it a separate type of choice from the start. We spoke to recently with Charlie on the Discords. Yeah, and it's nice when people, and KLP discussed and gave some feedback as well and some advice. So I saw Charlie that had taken all rocky outcrops away to kind of like have a clear path to create a better island. And so what I kind of figured and configured was that Charlie may not be following this channel, so wouldn't have much of an idea on keeping the rocky outcrops. Keeping the rocky outcrops could actually be a mistake, but from my visualizations and understanding, sometimes when you try to enter someone's island in a certain way, and then you see there's a rocky outcrop right there, so when you start to put your troops, the troops can't swim through the rocky outcrop, so they have to swim around it. So if you play with those kind of configurations, it could work for your benefits. But I'd like to work more towards kind of creating an island that is impenetrable. Not impenetrable because I've seen people like Alan Lee, they've gone along and instead of 13 bombers, 15 bombers, they've gone for 16 bombers. And I've seen Rosario. I'm talking about Arena. I'm talking about players of legendary groups, the Italian brothers and sisters. Rosario, if you look at Rosario's guild ship, you'll see most definitely some bombers dancing about in the guild ship. Rosario takes 8 bombers and a priestess. Rosario is a person that has above 1,000 PR. I've figured and configured a lot of things in the game, but I watch and I observe. I can't help it. It's just the way I'm kind of put together. I just observe players across the game. And that's why I remember players like Master Pina. Major, awesome player. I'm telling you, love it. Came back to Troll Islands a little while before. But there's a lot of this game, it kind of pulls you emotionally in many different directions. So I quite understand. I'm a big fan of Master Pina. I'm a big fan of Lady Morgan Flint, of Heat Miser, of Jackie. There's so many more players, people. Whether they be new players like Lunatic, whether they be players like, whoever's, any flag that you wave and fly high and be proud of. I play for you all. I'm proud of you all. Stick to the game for now, but remember to balance it out with the priorities of real life. They are far more important. Whether they be meditations, whether they be prayers, whether they be remembrance, whether it be the good word, whether it be the good actions. I had to tell you something very important. Allow this to be the Easter egg of the videos. This earth that we live on is our final cradle. If we disrespect it, if we chuck feces and mess about in places and manners, then how do you reckon if you're going to be treated at the end of it? You receive the seed that you sow. Whether believe it or whether you know, from your head to your toe, the path is straight, so let's go. So I just wanted to give you all a betterment, the visualizations of understanding that the trees and the birds have a relationship, and we with the earth have a relationship. And the way that if we look after the birds and the trees, they will look after the earth. We came out from one mother stomach, and we're going to go into the next mother stomach, which is the earth itself. That's why we call it Mother Earth. And this mother feeds us too. There's a lot behind the 1,000 video, but there's certain things I can't give, like private information out about people, players who have mentioned, but only you know what you go through when things happen in life. That's why I'm protesting that before they give these injections, they should check and test if the blood flow through the veins of that person is acceptable to that injection. Because if the flow of the blood is not figured and configured in a manner that can accept that kind of injection, it's dangerous to the health of that person. So to just go blindly and give jabs to people, real people, is pretty unfair, because that's just going for numbers. It's not about numbers. We're not victims. We're not victims no more. We have a voice. Allow me to be the voice for you all those out there that be worthy, and for all those that you hold up as worthy in your life. Allow me to be the one that you reach out to, and for me to be there for you all. It's a game. We enjoy it in its purest forms, but also we're allowing the game to get a more positive vibe for the real life, to figure and configure, to plan well, to play well, but plan well to do well in real life too. And that's what it's all about. Sometimes we all have to grow and go through certain situations and struggles in life to be able to reach where we are today. It's thanks to all the parents, people, real people out there that have helped and supported me along the way. You know who you are. Whether you be Sabeto, whether you be Zenny, whether you be... We all got friends, family that are going through certain specifics. But believe me, if you were to take the good word, the good Paris Lantern, the word that I tried to give to you, if I was to say to you to try a certain specific type of food that would help your body to nourish it, to give certain specific, your blood will start to flow. I'm telling you, I tried it once. The first time I had it, my body was like, some of our bodies are hungry for like black seed oil, for a curry like which is called Paya, P-A-Y-A. It's like made from the hooves of goat or cow or whatever. But because it cooked over 24 hours, it costs like £5 a dish. Just get the soup, try it once. When you sleep after and wake up, you can see your whole body's like, all your blood is flying. You can feel it through your veins. You're like, feel amazing. You don't have to have it every day. Once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, twice a week, whatever, however you feel good. Try traveling around. Don't allow... They're trying to impose restrictions and minimums and limitations upon us by saying that we shouldn't be traveling and we have to get injections, whatever, and tests. Just travel around. You'll see the moisture in the air, the water, the milk in different countries, a bit more pure. You'll feel it through your veins instead of all these chemicals that we're taking. I got more ill when I came back, I'm telling you. You go out there, give it 2 weeks, I'm telling you, your whole body, your whole life will change. Just by sitting and just eating and drinking, you'll be like, I'm telling you, it's more awesome and most amazing. Take the goodness of what I say to you. I'm not saying I know better than you. No. Who am I to tell you what to do? But allow your hearts and minds to work towards betterment. I'm not saying you've got years of abuse for what you're doing to yourselves, no. But allow your veins, your bodies have rights over you. So does your mind and heart. Be careful of what you listen to as well as what you eat. Because what you listen to goes straight to your heart. And that's the one. We're going for one more battle. I should have picked what's his name, Black Bart, because the outfit that Black Bart has. Mick Rubin. Tell me you haven't left the game. This is one of the Liverpool champions. Yeah, you've left the game. I can see this, the flag on your ship, but I want to see for. Yeah, you've left the game. You've been off for a little while now. Look. Yeah, Mick Rubin, this is my salute to you. Being one of the friends, family across gameplay. I remember you last time I was with Judas. That's where you were. So this is my respect to you, Mick Rubin, being one of the leaderboard champions. Yeah, it's sad to see players, people go, but ultimately real life comes first. So you might have logged out of gameplay, but you've logged into real life. That's the one. I'm going to tell you one more thing. This is so important. When I went across the seas, across the waves, I went to... I basically switched off my mobile phone. I didn't go online at all. And then, this after 10 years I've travelled, and I thought of someone. And I said to someone, can you phone them? And they said, no, like, oh, all their brothers are going to come running over here or whatever. But it doesn't matter, that's not the point. The point is, And as soon as I remember that person, knock knock, who's there, good there, but the person that I was thinking of came through the front gate. And so what I'm trying to say is, when you lose the connection of online, you gain the icon ability of connections in real life. As a people, it's not the knowledge that we're losing, it's the spirituality connections that are behind the understanding configurations. We as a people are more than what it seems. This game is just a small token of what we really can achieve in real life. We are all legends in real life, but we just have to figure and configure it before we end up using the reliance on science. That's what it is. That's what they're trying to create, the reliance on science. No jab, no job. That's what they're trying to cause and create. Allow yourselves to be the architects of your gameplay, but allow yourself to be the architects, most importantly, of the real lives. And that's what it's all about. That's what it was always about for those that be worthy and more. Mick Rubin, take care, friends, family, across gameplay.